Hey, yeah, you listening right there. I get it. I know exactly where you're at. You've been carrying something inside of you for a long time that you're wanting to step into. But lately you're just this close to setting it down for good and saying, I'm done. It's not for me. I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm tired of hitting the brick wall. Maybe you're actually telling yourself, convincing yourself that this is the mature thing to do. Yeah, this is the wise thing to do because of the stage of life I'm in right now. Yeah, that's wisdom. Maybe you're even telling yourself that's the God thing to do. But before you do that, before you set that dream aside, before you set that will aside, stay with me for just a few minutes because there's something I need you to hear first. So if you're new here, howdy. I'm Christy. I'm also known as the Comeback Mentor, and this channel is a safe place for women who are in the middle of the wilderness season, in that gap area where they're looking for that next fulfilling role. Maybe you're closing out a season of your life and moving into something that you can do instead of something you have to do. Maybe you have launched your nest and you're looking to, okay, I had some dreams. Now I would love to fulfill them. And you're trying to hear God clearly. You're just trying to tune in to know if this is the right move, but you're confused. So if you're new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button because every week I'm right here and you're going to want to stick around for what we talk about. We have some real conversations here, some real helpful conversations, some real enlightening conversations. So today, I want to talk about those dreams specifically. You know, those dreams that some people have told you are pipe dreams. Some people have told you that there's no way you can accomplish that. And you're like, yeah, watch me, try me. But you keep hitting that wall. You're like, dude, that this is what I wanted. This is what I feel. This is what I think I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to step into. And I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. And I want to help you figure out that something. I want you to be in a season of yes and instead of a season of, oh, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? So let's get into it. This is what I want to help you try to figure out. If what you're feeling is genuinely a God led pivot, like the dream seed is still authentic, but there is a pivot, or is it just a fear or a false belief or something negative or trauma that is really trying to convince you that that's wisdom out of a need for protection? Because of those two things, they can feel almost like identical and very hard to figure out, very hard to discern and pull apart. And tired is exactly where you sit. And that's the space where you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm just going to have to set it aside because I'm tired of fighting with myself. I'm tired of fighting with the wall I keep hitting. And I've seen this over and over again and actually experienced it myself. Fear shows up in the most smoothest ways. Like I said, like it's a form of protection. It shows up sounding completely reasonable. It's telling you, we're being realistic. Hello, you're not 25 anymore. You're 45. You've already tried this. Look how long it's been. Sound familiar? It uses your own voice and it quotes your own history back to you. How crazy is that? Yeah, not helpful at all. Here's the separation. A God-led pivot comes with the subtle knowing. And as you feed the subtle knowing, it grows into a more confident knowing, even when it's uncomfortable, because it does get uncomfortable. Fear like rushes in you, through you, about you, and it makes you stop completely. God is trying to redirect you. Fear slams all of the doors. God walks with you through them. And there are key ways that you can lean into God's pivot and break free from the fear. So, the first question that I would love for you to sit with, and I want you to take some time to sit with this, and I want you to get in a quiet space, however, wherever you need to be, without distractions. I had a client one time get in her closet with her computer to have a session with me and keep her children in their playroom. That is what I'm talking about. Find peace and quiet. And then I want you to think about this. What does the peace of God feel like on this dream right now? Not the excitement, because we can feel that immediate, quick, fleeting excitement. Peace. Philippians 4 talks about a peace that surpasses all understanding. Think back. When have you felt that? Can you pull on that time period and how that felt and use it as an anchor? That can be so helpful. That can help you through the confusion. That can help you through those scared moments because you can lean back on the memory and the feeling of that peace because God promises it. The second thing I would love for you to ask yourself, and this one usually kind of stops women in their tracks, and it's really, really simple. Who told you it was over? Who told you to let go? Who told you it wasn't worth it? Was it God? Or was it the fear? Was it God? Or was it the hard season? The trauma? The people saying you can't? The world telling you that you live in this little box and you need to stay there? Or did a number on a calendar, a birth year, make that decision for you? I want you to think long and hard about that because those are facts. Those are reality. Those are things that hold us back. There's a difference between fear closing a door and God closing a door. When God closes a door, he has another one already open. Fear just keeps slamming doors. Hard does not mean done. Slow, patience does not mean no. And a dream that has temporarily gone quiet for you is not the same thing as a dead dream. I call this ROD vault, renewed on delay. Some of the most impactful, experiential things God plants in us go into that vault for a season. Memories, experiences, feelings. He's not done with them. Ideas, possibilities. capabilities, they go in that vault because the timing may not be the right time for the dream. But he's ready to throw that vault door open. Here's something that actually shifts things for a lot of women I work with, and I want you to just saw I got photobombed or video bombed by a new pup. Squirrel. Sometimes when we have a dream that feels like it's dying, it's because the specific plan that we decided on is not working. Instead of leaning into God's plan. I've done that. I don't know how many times when we lean on our own understanding instead of the understanding, the peace of understanding that only God can provide, then we're not going to get the success. We're going to be able to move forward, but we're going to hit the wall. So I want you to ask yourself a question and be extremely honest. Are you tired of the dream? Or are you tired of this version of your plan? Because if it's the plan, that is fixable, my friends, and that is the good news. Let me tell you about one of my clients. I'll call her Sandra for the sake of privacy. She came to me after what she experienced as her third false start. 3 times, 3 strikes, and you're out. She had a business idea that she had been carrying for 8 years. 8 years, y'all. Every time she moved toward it, something fell apart in her life, in the position she was in. The timing just never lined up. And by the time she ran across me, she was done. She used these exact words. I think it's God's way of telling me to quit. Remember what I said at the beginning? So we sat together. The dream, not the plan. The dream underneath the plan. That's what came out. That's what sent her into feeling alive again. She had been trying to build this beautiful dream she had in the way a younger version of herself had imagined it, not the woman she was who was sitting across from me. She wasn't supposed to quit. She wasn't supposed to rebuild it differently. 18 months later, that may sound long to you, but it's really not. 18 months later, she had a small, profitable business and a big old smile on her face and the confidence that she had never experienced the whole time. Her dream had been in the ROD vault the whole time, waiting on her to get clear, waiting on her to get understanding. And if this is landing for you, if something in here is hitting close to your heart, I want you to subscribe right now. Hit that bell, because we're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this, and you don't want to miss what's coming up next. And drop a comment too. Tell me what's sitting in your ROD vault. I want to hear. And if something has been pulling at you, pulling you in a different direction, a different angle of your calling, here's what I want you to do. Before you make any big moves or make any big announcements or even share with anybody else, because that can put too much pressure on you too. Test it small. Give it 90 days. Give it 90 days. Write about it. Pray about it. Here's your commission slip. Go for it. Trust in the Lord with everything you've got. Don't lean into what makes sense. And every decision, every direction, let him lead. He'll make the path clear. You're not behind. Don't let fear make a decision for you. And drop your ROD vault dream in the comments because I want to see them. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss an episode. I'll see you later. And until then, don't quit yet. Bye.